Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar with MLB 14 The Show, and we've got some more of Nolan Ryan's Road to the Show coming your way. So the last couple games, the last few games, well, all games in AAA except one have been pretty disappointing. So we got pretty low expectations as we go into this game as I'm playing the Sacramento River Cats, which is Oakland's AAA affiliate. So, I'm kind of secretly being okay if I lose, but that's all right. So, good news, you guys. Well, good news for me. I don't know how you guys are going to go ahead and take this, but I got the job, which I'm really, really excited for. So, I'm going to be working IT for the University of Nebraska. What my position is really going to be is doing research for new technologies and stuff that are coming out down the road that can be used by staff, instructors, and just anything in the classroom too. So it's going to be pretty broad. So I work Verizon Wireless right now, so my big focus is just on like cell phones and just mobile technology. This is going to allow me to be able to use a lot of the certifications that I've gotten over these last few years, and just kind of use what I know. And so it's not just going to be researching, it's also going to be training people on how to use it and to get new systems ready for people too. So it's not just like implementing that technology, but because I'm not going to be sitting in front of a computer all day just like reading all these RSS feeds and stuff like that. Like it's going to be me putting computers together for people, things like that. So I'm really, really excited for this because I'm a geek. I love my technology. This allows me to be able to stay up to date with what's going on and really be able to make a big impact. Because with the particular group that I'm going to be working for, there's only 3 full-time people, and then there's a bunch of student workers and stuff. But I really thrive in situations where it's a small group that we all rely on each other, and it's high pressure. Like, that's where I do my best, where I have a lot of work that I have to do with just a couple other people. So this is a little bit of a pay raise for me than what I'm getting paid right now. It does mean I work 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So this is kind of like a dream job for me. I know for my family this is going to be a lot better because right now, it's like I get off work at 11 o'clock at night. Usually my wife and Hiram are asleep, and I go ahead and I play these games. I edit them down, and I do the voiceovers late at night when they're asleep because this is what I do to be able to pass the time. So what this means is I'm going to be able to see my family a lot more. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm completely absent from Hiram growing up, but I know I've not gotten as much time with him as I would have liked. So, this is a better job for me. I'm going to really enjoy what I'm doing. And, better hours, this is ideal. So here's the part, though, that you guys, and I've been trying to prep you guys in case something like this happened. I'm not going to be able to make as many videos as much. So I'm really going to have to take a look over the first couple weeks, just kind of see what my schedule is going to be like, what I can do and what I can't, and really go ahead and kind of work around that. So does that mean I'm going to have to cut some more series? Probably, unless I only post on the weekend. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. And, of course, I'm going to keep you guys in the loop and everything like that on what's going on, what type of changes that I make and things like that. So, what I'm going to be looking for is, what do I invest my time into the most? And what do I get the most out of it, like as far as views and stuff like that? And what's the most fun? Like, it's going to be those things that I'm going to decide, which means even some of my favorite series to play may end up going, or even the ones I may not like necessarily playing as much are going to stay. It's really going to depend on a lot of different things. But you guys, and you've heard me say this before, like, you guys are a big part of this channel. I know that the channel says Dunbar Snack Bar on it, but I've always tried to include you guys in everything that I've done. I do want to cut down what I'm doing so I don't have to stop altogether, because even though I have a new job and everything, I don't want to call quits on YouTube unless it's absolutely, unavoidable. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys in the loop. So my last day at Verizon is July 1st. And that day, as soon as I get off of work, my wife and I were driving to Denver, and we're going to spend almost a week in Denver with some of her family. Usually she goes every single year. I don't get a chance to go because of a work schedule, but hey, if I can leave early, I'm totally cool with that. And then July 7th is when I start the new job. So that's a Monday. But yeah, there's a lot of big changes that are coming, and I really can't even begin to describe how excited I am about this. Like, even just for me personally, like I was saying, I'm going to enjoy the job, but I mean, like, physically for me, this is going to be a lot better because I'm going to have like a normal sleep schedule. I'm going to be able to do things like, go on walks with, with my wife and Hiram, be able to go kayaking a lot more. Because the job that I work at right now, which is tech support for Verizon, well, my official title is tech expert. It really has changed me, and in a lot of ways that I don't like. Like, I've gained weight since I started working there. I've become a lot more antisocial as well, because when I'm critiqued on how I talk to people, and I'm trying to have like really natural conversations with people, and I'm like, told, well, you should talk like this and stuff like that. Like, it really makes social interaction like not that great. And for those of you who've worked like customer service or retail, jobs, like, you guys understand probably more than everybody else the stupidity that exists in the general population. And it's just ridiculously frustrating. Like, people who feel entitled to certain stuff, who, think they're somehow better than everybody else, that there's some exception to the rule. Like, it's really gotten to the point where I just don't like, interacting with people that much. And so I think, and I'm really hoping, and I'm going to try to make sure that this is the case, that I get to go back to being who I am again. Being the outgoing person who's just, really, really happy all the time and things like that. I think this is going to do a lot of wonders for me personally. So that's like another really big reason why I'm excited for the job. And some of you have already gone ahead, because I posted a tweet about it. I really do appreciate the support that you guys have given me already about this, because I cannot not even begin to describe, like I said, how excited I am, what this is going to mean. And for you guys to understand like where I'm coming from too, like, that makes a huge difference as well. And I've always been impressed with you guys and your response to things that happen just overall in my life and everything. Like, I remember when I told you guys I was getting married. You guys were cool about that. Letting me have some time off, of course, like to help, get ready for the wedding and stuff. When our dog Zoe died, like, you guys were really supportive of that. When Hiram was born and I told you guys I was going to be pregnant. And then with this next baby, like, you guys just blow me away. And I think a lot of it is, as I mentioned, like, I really do have a low view of just the general population. Because, I'm yelled at every day. I deal with stupid people and stuff. And so, when you deal with something like that for 8 hours a day, it really goes in your head like, this is what people are really like. And you guys just come back and prove to me that, no, that is not always the case. Like, there are very few people on this channel, who've commented or whatever, and have been very, very negative. And I think that a lot of those people are just people who've been trolling, just trying to get something out of me. But you guys have been so positive, very uplifting and understanding. Like, I can never thank you guys enough for what you guys do for me, and I can never really say what you guys represent, and the type of influence that you guys have over me in so many different ways. So I know I'm getting pretty mushy here and everything, but I really did want to make sure you guys knew that I appreciate the support that you guys are giving me on this, just like you have everything else. Yes, the channel is going to have to change, but, you know, and I know I'm not going to be able to please everybody. You know, if I get rid of, you know, one particular series and that's somebody's favorite, you know, I'm sorry. I mean, we're over 23,000 people who are a part of this community and have chosen to subscribe. There's no way I'm going to be able to please everybody. Everybody's got their own favorite video that I do, and that is really cool. But, I mean, I already know some places where I'm going to be cutting things. Like, once I'm done with Arma, no more Arma or any shooters. I've already cut football. I haven't been able to do things like FIFA. I don't know. Like UFC has started. I probably, you know, won't continue UFC. NASCAR, I tell you what, I definitely want to keep that going because that's been the biggest surprise as far as like following of a series that I've had on this channel, period. So I may have to get to the point where I'm spacing out Jackie Robinson and Nolan Ryan every other day. Just so that way, you know, that's less I have to do per day, if that makes sense. Athletics, I'm going to keep doing that. I'm really glad I didn't start Diamond Dynasty or anything like that. Otherwise, I'd have to cut that. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're going to have to take the first couple weeks just to kind of get things finalized. And even that, it might take a little bit longer than a couple weeks for me to kind of see what's going on, because that's going to be my training time. So, you know, what I'm going to be like when I come home. You know, am I going to be tired? Am I going to be like mad or happy? Which I'm probably going to be more happy than anything else, because in the back of my head, I will always be like, at least I'm not working at Verizon. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. As always, I want to keep you guys in the loop so you guys know what's going on, and because I never want you guys to be like, hey, where's Dunbar? What's going on? Like, you know, and all that. Like, I think it's important with everything. You always explain the why behind stuff, and that's kind of what I want to make sure you guys know. So a base hit right now for Nolan Ryan, and we've got the 2-1 lead right now. So I've actually been pretty impressed with the performance we've seen from Nolan Ryan today. Because, I mean, we're going, like, I see a lot of players from the A's, like Derek Barton and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, man, these guys are pretty good. And you actually look at their attributes, and this is a really, really good team, too, as far as attributes. So only allowing one run, heck yes, I will take that. And this is a good time to pull out Nolan Ryan. Don't always agree with the time that they go ahead and pull him out, but I'm okay with it right here. So I'm just hoping that we don't allow any more runs. I can come out of this with a W, because then just all around, this is a great news type of video. So, well, I guess great news except for the fact that I'm letting you guys know I'm eventually going to have to cancel some series. But anyway, end up getting the win, which is so nice to be able to say, because I felt like I haven't been able to say that for some time with Nolan Ryan. I get 8 Ks out of this, too. So Philip Humber gets the loss. I'm just happy, though. Nolan Ryan gets the dub. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. Thanks for the support, too, with everything that you guys do. Like I said, I can't ever thank you guys enough. But seriously, more of this to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. As always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.